Hello, I'm Janie.
Hello, I'm Petra.
And we're here today to talk about the Evolutionary Sexuality course, which we're going to be sharing together as part of the 10-day course. What is evolutionary sexuality? Inside this course, we're going to share how to bring the tools of intention, emotional clearing, and inner guidance practice, also called Ladihan Kejwan, into sexual sharing. And the course, over the course of 2.5 days, we're going to be leading participants through several wonderful practices to help them connect to their sexual energy, learn to move it through the body, their static orgasmic energy, and then finally it will culminate in what is called the Tantrahan, which is bringing all these tools inside of an intention to share sexual energy. It's important to know in this course that you can come alone. You don't have to have a partner. You're not required to take your clothes off or do anything you don't want to do. Um, in fact, a portion of the course will be dedicated to consent and boundaries and authentic yes and authentic no. So why should you come to this course? The first reason you should come to this course is simply if you just want to have better sex. Better sex with yourself, better sex with your partner. Um, this this course will help you learn to distinguish between tension sex, which is like erotic sex, which is most commonly the kind of sex people have, and energy sex, which is about learning to work with the sexual charge and the pleasure and move it through your body, and also learn to use it to clear through emotional blocks and to deepen intimacy with your partner and have your sexual experience be this sort of really nice mixture of um, emotional intimacy and pleasure, full body sustained pleasure, and bringing more slowness, like slowing a slower pace to your sexuality.
You can use also like transformation of the sexual energy because the sexual energy is life energy, and you can use it every day in your daily life, not just in sex, but in just normal daily stuff like eating or drinking tea or coffee or going to walk or just enjoying, just feeling the pleasure of being alive, of tasting, of seeing, of hearing, of all your senses. So yes.
And then the fourth reason, are we on number 4?
No, third.
The third reason is this is a really good course to come to if you are in a relationship that is maybe stagnating in the sexuality department and you want to bring and add a new dimension into it. It's also good for partners who don't feel like there's any stagnation there but want to just add something and make it even better. And also it is a really great course to come to work on your maybe emotional transform your emotional feelings or your beliefs or your stories around sexuality that aren't serving you anymore.
Everybody has his or her own story. I want to share a little bit my story. I grew up in a Catholic village, and I was very, very Catholic. I was because I I love this spiritual stuff, and there was like nothing else, just the church, and I wanted to be known. Is the word? Yeah, because I really feel this love, this unconditionally love, and I just wanted to live for it. And then I had my first sex experience, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to be a nun because it's not working to having a sex and be a nun. But there was so much guilt, so much shame about my body, so much. It was really like hurting, like physical hurting, because everything was like closed. It's not allowed. It's not good. It's something what's not nice. What's not good girls are doing.
Yeah, right. Be a good girl.
Yeah, yeah. But when we are like children, we are always like playing. It's just play. I can remember.
Innocent.
Yeah, when I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, and I was so sexual. I was like, I was just enjoying it about without knowing what's going on, because it was so normal. It feels so natural. Yes, and um, yeah, so I went through a lot of processes, and I'm doing my processes also right now. It's always like it's a way. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just share a little personally that I have a decade of experience working one-on-one in the realm of sexual healing and personal development, men, women, and couples. And this area of life, which is it's so much, for people. This area of life has always been really important to me. Um, I've always wanted, ever since I was my first sexual experience, to have this sort of experience of merging like this real deep love that I always felt with my sexual energy, and turning it into something that's real honoring and enjoyable and sustainable and not filled with drama and disconnection and alcohol, or just having a free, a feeling of being free with my sexual energy. And at the same time, being aware that I can be in my energy and be in my yumminess and not have to do anything with it. I don't have to give it to anybody. I don't have to share it. I don't have, none of that. And so I've worked with people in this dimension, and I've gone through my own long process with coming home to my innocence, to my playfulness, to my joy, to my acceptance, to my acceptance of my body and my enjoying my pleasure. And yeah, so there's a lot to share. We have a lot to share. We have I think the course is 2.5 days long, and it's going to be just so wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it. So please come join us.